For weeks, she had been asking Allah for a sign, not casually. She asked after Salah. She asked before falling asleep. Sometimes she whispered the same dua while walking home, hoping something would happen that would finally make everything clear. Ya Allah, if I am going in the right direction, show me. She imagined the answer would be impossible to miss. Maybe a dream. Maybe someone would suddenly say exactly what she needed to hear. Maybe something extraordinary would happen, and all her doubts would disappear at once. So she waited and waited. But life continued normally. The same mornings, the same responsibilities, the same unanswered questions, and slowly, disappointment entered her heart. One evening, after another exhausting day, she sat alone outside. She had spent most of the day worrying about the future, about things she could not control, about doors that had closed, about people who had disappeared, about prayers that still seemed unanswered. She looked toward the horizon. The sun was setting. For a few minutes, the entire sky changed. Gold became orange. Orange became pink. Then slowly, darkness began covering everything. She watched the first stars appear, and for some reason, she became completely still. Tomorrow morning, the sun would rise again. It had done so every day of her life without her ever commanding it. Her heart had been beating since before she even understood what a heartbeat was. Rain fell from clouds and dead earth became alive again. Seeds disappeared beneath soil and somehow returned as trees, flowers, and food. Night followed day. Day followed night. Entire worlds moved above her, while she worried that Allah had forgotten one small dua. And suddenly, she felt almost embarrassed by the question she had been repeating. Where is my sign? Because perhaps the problem was never that Allah had stopped showing her signs. Perhaps she had decided what His answer was supposed to look like. She wanted something supernatural, while Allah was telling humanity to look at the ordinary things we had become too accustomed to notice. The sky, the earth, life, death, rain, growth, creation, and even her own story. She thought about some of the doors she had begged Allah to open. At the time, their closing had broken her heart. Months later, she understood why she could not have stayed there. She remembered people she thought she could never live without, yet Allah carried her through their absence. She remembered nights when she thought she would never feel peaceful again. Yet somehow, peace returned. Not immediately, not dramatically, quietly. And maybe that was the lesson. Allah's signs were not always going to arrive as thunder from the sky. Sometimes the sign was the strength He gave her to survive something she thought would destroy her. Sometimes it was a closed door. Sometimes it was an unexpected opportunity. Sometimes it was the strange peace in her chest after Salah, even though nothing around her had changed. Sometimes it was simply another morning, another chance to return, another day Allah allowed her heart to beat. That evening, she made a different dua. She didn't ask, Ya Allah, give me a sign. She asked, Ya Allah, give me a heart that recognizes your signs when you show them to me. Because perhaps Allah had been answering all along. She had simply been looking for the answer somewhere else. Inspired by Surah Al-An'am 6:95-99, Allah points us toward the signs within creation. Life emerging from what seems lifeless, the breaking of dawn, the sun and moon, rain descending from the sky, and the earth producing its fruits. Sometimes we ask Allah to prove that He is near, while His signs are surrounding us from every direction. And